Hello everybody and welcome to another Transformers Siege review. In today's video we're taking a look at the Leader Class Decepticon Shockwave. Side of the box we've got some awesome imagery of Shockwave, and spinning that around we have Shockwave with his armor add-on. We have him in his upside down gun submarine mode, and then we have him flying on his hover surfboard thingy. And here we have the mighty Shockwave out of his plastic prison now. He's not perfect, but he's the darn near closest that we're going to get to a G1 Shockwave, in my opinion. I love the kind of electronic componenty look to him, and at the same time though, it does feel like he's kind of made a clone of himself, killed off the clone, and then stuck it on his back to give himself power up. There's just something slightly off about that huge armored section, but this is completely different to the Magnus figure that we've got. Two very different kind of opposing figures, but equally as good in their own rights. I just wish we'd had something like this back when the Generations boom started, kind of the whole Chug thing came about, and we never really got a decent Chug Shockwave. Wow, until now. Getting in up close and personal, that eye absolutely beams. Much like we got with Magnus and Prime, we do have this painted on kind of battle damage. This is all the circuitry section that I was talking about. Really have gone to town with these pieces. I mean, it was only logical. Really nice contrast in purples there. Again, no bland panel here. Everything has a place, and there's all circuitry covering every section. Every little section has detailing on it. He looks spiffing. Now the one thing that does kind of bother me is, yes, these look amazing together, but it's the price difference. This is a Leader figure, this is a Voyager figure, and without Shockwave's armor, he's actually smaller than the Voyager Megatron, but obviously cost does not reflect this. And to get Shockwave into his more kind of G1-esque form, we want to slide these panels off either side, like so. This panel here is going to lift off of his backpack, and that piece just pops down. These just detach from the base of his foot, like so, and that there is probably one of the best G1 style Shockwaves outside of the kind of Masterpiece line. Adore that, absolutely adore it. We've got a hollowed out backpack there, but that in my opinion is a very, very small price to pay. And here he is again alongside Megatron. They look exquisite, and if you've got more imagination than I do, you can actually come up with some really kind of ingenious uses for that armor. Now, much like his kind of G1 counterpart, Shockwave does transform, albeit it's not officially a gun anymore, which is unfortunate, but you want to just bring all of this section back and tab that back in. This is going to extend. This panel opens up like so. Untab Shockwave's hose from his shoulders, and with these sections brought up, bring the fists in. This is then going to collapse over them, tab together like so, and then come down and push and tab in to the top of those arms. Inside, those legs open and collapse, and again on this side, just open that up, pull down and collapse those legs. This section comes up to form the top of the submarine. They're going to tab in together. This pushes and tabs and locks in at the waist, and then these feet push in and tab together as well. And then this hose piece comes around and tabs in to the side of the not submarine of the not gun piece, and then we get this piece that comes down and all the way over like that, just to help add to that submarine aesthetic. So there you go, there he is in his space submarine. I think it was Octobotamus that pointed out this does actually bear kind of a striking resemblance when you get all the added extras on to the ship that they used in Transformers, the Decepticons used. So yeah, I can kind of see that. But as if by magic, look, it's a gun. There we go. I can see why Hasbro kind of hide the fact that these are guns. I know they don't want to be seen to actively be supporting guns, etc. But that's pretty much exactly what it is. I kind of envision it kind of being a huge mega cannon, that sort of shock blaster there. To add his weaponry on in this kind of extended ship mode, let's just place this piece in the front, and there's these tabs just either side that are going to tab in, and that's going to just wrap around this section. That's going to wrap around there. These are then going to come over and fold, come over, fold and tab, and then push and secure in either side of this chest piece. The lasers just push and tab down like so, and push, tabbing flat, and then these will line up with these tail sections, just forming the rear of the jet, and then straighten out these wing panels, and again using this circle and this circle, these will just push, tab and locate on either side. And there we go, one giant kind of Shockwave ship. Actually really like that, and you can even have it as a kind of powered up gun as well. But I actually quite like it. I'm down with that. I think that's good enough in terms of bringing a gun into the modern age. I think they've done a really nice job. And if Shockwave ever wanted to retire as an upside down gun, then you could always form some sort of space surfboard as well, much to the pleasure of Megatron. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you think of this Shockwave figure? Personally, I think it's one of the better figures from the line, although it is of course one of the more expensive as well. Do you think the plastic to money ratio is pretty good? Personally, I think these are slightly overpriced considering how small he is without those add-ons. At least with Magnus we get a really kind of hefty City Commander style upgrade. This guy just feels like they've just added some leftover pieces to kind of bulk him up a bit, but that's how I see it. Guys and girls may or may not agree, but this is the fun in the Transformers line. There's something for everybody. Not everybody has to like everything that they put out there. I still stand by the fact that this is probably one of the best renditions of Shockwave we've had for quite some time. And on that bombshell, until next time, from myself and the Siege Shockwave, thanks for watching. Goodbye.